Hi, love, this is Ellen. Welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for being here. Today we're going to be talking about something that I know a lot of us have dealt with or are dealing with, and it is dermatitis and allergic reactions and how I gave it to myself, okay? So before we get started, hit the subscribe button, share this video with somebody you think might like it, and let's do it. All right, so this is the reason why I wanted to do this video, and I'm going to show pictures throughout this whole video of kind of my journey over the past month. It's been about a month. It's actually one of the reasons why I haven't filmed recently is because my skin has just been crazy. So we're first going to cover the topic on how it happened and how I healed my skin and how you probably can do it to yourself unknowingly. And now this is not for chronic dermatitis. This is for basically contact dermatitis or allergic reactions that you might give yourself from overuse of skincare or different things that you might wear, fragrances, things like that. So this is kind of like a acute symptom and not something that is long lasting. All right, I just want to kind of clarify that. So about a month ago, a little over a month ago, I gave myself a TCA peel. Now, estheticians are probably the worst patients when it comes to aftercare. I will say it myself, many others will as well. Now, I did not follow my own instructions, so when I do my clients' TCA peels, they are not supposed to touch any acids, any retinols, nothing for at least 2 weeks. They're supposed to just hydrate, feed the skin, protect the barrier, all that good stuff. Now, me just being me, I decided after about 4 or 5 days, I would go ahead and start with my retinol again, my high-strength retinol by osmosis, which is Renew. And so I did that, and all of a sudden my skin literally felt like it was burning. So I washed it off, and actually it's so funny because there's a video I did several weeks ago and I had to insert something in there that said, don't worry, I'm just having an allergic reaction. My neck was covered in these big hives that itched so bad. So come to find out, it was obviously, listen to your esthetician after you get your peels, you guys. It is so important to listen to them and follow the rules. Don't think that your skin is different. Don't think that you can do other things. I need to follow my own rules and make sure that my barrier is not compromised. Okay, so first thing is that I destroyed my barrier, all right, by going in with acids and my retinol. Okay, after that happened, it kind of started to calm down. It was all over my face. And then it kind of went away. And then all of a sudden I had a necklace on. I'm sure you guys remember me wearing it. It's like a little coin necklace that I've worn for years. And all of a sudden after it kind of cleared up, the hives kind of crept back into my neck, but even worse. And that's also kind of the same situation you saw in that video. So my husband's like, take off your necklace. And so I did, and it did get better. During that time, I did use cortisone, hydrocortisone, just for the itching, and I didn't use anything on my neck. And it went away. Then I'm the worst. And then a few days after it kind of went away, you can still see I have actual, like, look, I still have like scarring from it right here. After that, I didn't wear the necklace for obviously a week. And then I decided when I was going into a facial, I was like, let me just try to see if it's also the necklace. So I put the necklace on and I went into a facial. I just had normal skincare on. It was just, I'll show you what I used, but just hydrating skincare, nothing else on. I came out of the facial and I had hives from here to here. And actually right here I have scarred myself. I have scarred myself here. I have scarred myself here. I have given myself hyperpigmentation over here and a little bit over here. You can see it all up here. Okay, so during my facial I had a mask on as well as a shield. So, because that's just, it's COVID protocols when you're working in an esthetician's environment. The poor people that I was doing, they were looking at me all strange, and I was like, what is going on? So then I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh my gosh, Elle, you look like a tomato. So I basically went to go wash my face. I then switched everything to super, super gentle. This I have to find out if I can link this below. This was sent to me by Lemieux. Lemieux has like an off-brand and it's called Pure Verp, I believe. If I can find it, I'll link it below. But just it's called a gentle cleansing milk. That's it. So I washed my face with this, and then of course I went back into my holy grails, which is the SOS spray from Tower 28, because this is perfect for any kind of allergic reactions, acne, inflammatory responses, psoriasis, eczema. It is actually backed by the Eczema Foundation. And so I would spray this on, and then I would go into, this is what I've always used. Oh, it's like the sun is coming out. Sorry, it's a little bright. But this is what I've always used whenever I have any kind of allergic reaction or post-peel. This is the Josie Maran Argan Milk. So I lather this on all over my face, and then I just put on a very gentle moisturizer. I use the Omega Biossance moisturizer. And then the only SPF I could use was the one from Kinship. That is all I could use during the day. And it started to kind of go back down, but then this was really bad contact dermatitis. It would pustule up. It would go into almost a blister and then open over and over and over again. And the hives I just could not get rid of. So when I switched to this routine, I could not handle anything else. I could not handle my osmosis, anything, because it's so active. So I was like, Derek, my husband goes, do you need to see a dermatologist? And I was like, no, I can handle this. But honestly, if that does happen to you, I would highly recommend you to go see a dermatologist and just get everything checked out. So in process of repairing my barrier function, that is what I did morning and night, that exact routine, morning and night, morning and night. Now, the one thing to remember when you have any kind of allergic reactions or dermatitis flare-ups or anything like that, it is so itchy and you honestly barely can wash your face. So I will say that I had been known to not wash my face in the morning for a few days. I know that's not a good thing with me, but it is what I instruct my clients if they were to ever have an allergic reaction, is just to splash a little bit of water on the face. Obviously, you've cleansed your face at night, so your skin's not too dirty in the morning, but then I would just gently put on the rest of the products afterwards. It took more than a month to get to this stage where I'm at right now. But the reason why I'm telling you is because I want to also really give you some tips in this if this is happening to you. So what I had was I had an allergic reaction to the metals on my skin. I don't know why all of a sudden I developed an allergy, so I can't wear any necklaces right now. But it was because I already had an impaired barrier function because I destroyed it myself. And then everything was reactive because I had to wear a mask all the time. It was just like, I've never really experienced anything like that. So the rules are, cut back on everything. Cut back on all actives, everything. And go in for just very hydrating products. That's it. Now, you want to cut out fragrances most of all, but my skin has no problem with natural fragrances. Now, the things that I use really don't have any fragrances in them, but just as an FYI, because some of the Biossance products do have like a natural fragrance to them. For me personally, my skin never really reacts, but I just pared everything down and just went with the basics that I know that works for my skin. So you can also, I also used ice globes. You don't have to get these. You can use just a really cool wet washcloth and put it over your face, but I would literally rub this all over my skin throughout the day to calm it down and to bring some relief because it also was so hot. I had been known to also put the hydrocortisone on my face to calm down the itchiness. Now, the problem with dermatitis is that when you do this, it can come back, but it does help with the itchiness because I would itch this really badly. And like I told you, I've scarred myself. Like literally, that's why I'm coming at you with no makeup on right now. My texture of my skin right here still is not the same. It is over a month later and it's still messed up. The spots all over my face are from all of where the large allergic reactions, I mean, they were like this big. And obviously, if you've seen in the pictures I've shown you, it was really, really bad. So the next thing you want to do is you want to get to a place where your skin starts to look more like this, like more natural, how it was kind of before. Then you can start adding in very gentle products that are going to help heal the skin. So about a week ago, I was able to tolerate the Stem Factor from Osmosis, because growth factors will help repair the barrier function. They will help repair any kind of lesions or anything that's going on the skin. They will, but it has to get to the point where it's kind of looking more normal before the skin can tolerate it. And then honestly, I went in, I haven't stopped using this. I just bought a big one off QVC. I still cannot use my Osmosis retinol. It's just too strong, and that's okay. I'll get back to it. But what I can only use is the phytoretinol from Biossance. I can only use these 2 vitamin C's. I can only use the Josie Maran Bright Skin Vitamin C Serum and the Squalene Vitamin C Rose Oil from Biossance. I obviously can use my eye creams, my regular eye creams, but that is all that I've been able to use, as well as at night, I've been using the Ren Evercalm. This is like a balm at night, so it's just like an occlusive barrier that helps to soothe the skin. And I'm still using this basically as my essence. And I just spray it all over the skin, and it really has helped repair that barrier. You guys, it has been such a journey that honestly I've really never dealt with personally. I've had clients, not necessarily clients, but more like one-on-one consultations over Zoom that I do with people that have had these kind of reactions, and we obviously strip back everything and do all the things I just said. But that is where my skin is right now. And so the kind of the takeaways is to please listen to your esthetician when you're doing your peels or any microdermabrasion or anything like that. Make sure that you do not rush back into actives, like at least 2 weeks, and just hydrate, 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 and then you can go back into your normal routine, because I am living proof. I have damaged my barrier again. It's getting back now. It's much better, but it's getting back. Second of all, pull back on everything. Go to things that are way more soothing, way more calming, and give it about a month until you see your skin kind of calm down. And then you can add in very gentle actives, a vitamin C, a phytoretinol, so it has bakuchiol in it. So it is a retinol, but it is a different type of retinol. It's not as active. So I probably won't go back to my full osmosis routine, probably for another, I'd say 3 weeks, just to make sure that it is in great shape and my skin can handle it. I thought I was already to that point, and last night I used the Biossance Lactic Acid Serum. It's lactic acid, you guys. It is so gentle, and what do you know? My skin started burning, and I basically had to wash it off and just go back to my regular routine. So I just want to tell you that if you are dealing with any kind of flare-ups from dermatitis, contact dermatitis, barrier function problems, obviously psoriasis and things like that, or allergic reactions from things, I hope that this really helps you understand what to do and to really help to repair that barrier function again. It's really all about keeping that skin very hydrated. Now, once you feel you can get your skin back to your actives, add in one at a time. That is it. That's why I decided to do the lactic acid last night and see if my skin could handle it. It can't. So just use one at a time and then work your way slowly back up. I hope that this helps you guys. I just want to let you know I'm just like you, and stuff happens to me, you know, not often, but when it does, I like to report on that to help you guys understand if that happens to you and it looks like that. These are some tips that you can use to help it calm down and get back to where it needs to be. All right, so let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. I will try to get to all of them the best I can. Thank you all so much for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Bye, loves.